Can you be kind and good at business?
You get it thrown back in your face.
What does bad apples have to do with a cleaning company?
Got to act fast to make sure that doesn't happen.
And why would you buy new carpet cleaning machines but not own them?
No option to say that we actually own it at the end.
How much does a new carpet cleaning machine really cost?
How much does that set you back?
And how much do we really earn from it?
You'll get that back within, what, 6 months?
I'm Lee, this is Vapor Clean. Let's see behind the cleans. It's Monday, 29th of July. I'm in the office. First day back after a week's annual leave. The plan was not to be off completely. I was kind of dipping in and out because we had so much going on. I did that for the first day or so. And I took a few phone calls from the team Tuesday, but other than that, I've got to be honest, I kind of faded off and I left it in their hands that if they had any emergencies, call me. So it's very nerve-wracking when you walk back in day one after annual leave. Not because I don't trust the team, purely because I'm so dedicated to this company. I've been doing it for so long and everything means so much to me. But as you would have seen by an episode a couple of weeks ago, if you haven't seen that one, click here. Mental health is important as well, and I've got to keep an eye on that. So I've got to try and switch off, which is what I was trying to do. But we'll see how it goes today.
The downpipe was blocked. So I ran right there, pushed all the mud through with a pole and got the blockage out.
One bad apple can literally rock the entire team, and you've got to act fast to make sure that doesn't happen. I've literally just walked straight into the office, met by Danny with basically, please let Maddie know, etc. So that I'll be back in a little while. She's got to shoot out. She's actually shooting out to go and help one of the technicians with a job, because we've got basically a repeat offender this morning of someone that just keeps ringing in very last minute. And we have our number one core value, which is follow through on promises made. They've only been with us a number of weeks, not very long at all, and they've been off multiple times within those few weeks. They were off last week, they were off again yesterday, rung up at 6 o'clock. Now we have a rule, by 3 o'clock in the day, you let us know what's going on for tomorrow so we can sort some plans out and make things smooth. They did that, they spoke with Danny, they said they were going to be in today, and all was right as rain. They've rung up at 5 to 8 this morning, bear in mind they're supposed to be on site at 8 o'clock this morning, and said they're not going to be in. They're on a probationary period, it's not working out, we're going to have to part ways at this point. Simple as that, because we can't have it affecting the rest of the team. So they didn't live up to they didn't follow through on the promise they made that they would definitely be in today. They said that yesterday, so they've got to go. Can't stay part of the team. Danny's going to go and do the job. I'm going to help the team get set up and get set on, but that's the good thing about having such a great team. They'll just crack on and get on with it. Just not the start you want to the day.
Out to do a couple of quick contract cleaning quote visits today, but that's not the main thing that we're dealing with. The main thing that's taken my focus today is one of those opportunities. We've got a colleague that is basically going to lose their accommodation through no fault of their own. I'm not going to go into details, that's all I'm going to say. We have a potential to essentially leave that up to them and hope they can sort it, or we can try and help them. By helping them, the only way we can help them doesn't make the best business sense, in all honesty. It costs the business money in the short term. So we have to make a decision as to whether or not we do that or we don't. Now the flip side of that is you do it and it gets thrown back in your face. Got to be honest, I've been there a few times. I've helped people out because I want to be a nice person as much as a successful business owner. and I choose that over the business. But then it's not as appreciated, and you do get it thrown back in your face in one way or the other. But I've always said I won't allow those situations to change me. So when the opportunity arises, and if I feel it's fit, I will consider the short-term loss to the business, weighed up against the benefit to the person that we will be helping, and compared to the potential long-term gain for the business. In this circumstance, it's short-term loss. I think it's a potential gain to the individual. And there is also a potential long-term gain for the business as well, if all goes to plan. If it doesn't go to plan and it doesn't work out, or that person decides to throw it back in our face, then it's just a loss. It's as simple as that. But I will be able to sleep at night, hold my head high, and know that we tried to help someone. Maybe it's just soft, but I hope they do accept and it helps them out. Got another contract clean quote to do today, which is fantastic. It means that all the extra effort that we're putting in, the rewards we're offering to the team, and the upscale in marketing is paying off. So it's great to be getting that done. A couple of quick updates for you as well though. So the carpet machine, obviously, if you've watched previous episodes, click the link above if you want to catch up on where we are and what happened. You'll know that we need a new carpet machine because it's gone down. I placed the order before I went on annual leave, and it was just some paperwork to sort out while I was off, which I was going to dip in and out and do, which I attempted to do that, but it hasn't been as smooth as we would have liked. Finally got the paperwork through this week, but I've had to go back to them because they've sent it over as a lease, and in the documents there's no option to say that we actually own it at the end or to final purchase it at the end, which doesn't make much sense because the lease is over 2 years and these machines will last in excess of 10 years. The last one that's just gone wrong was about 11 years old, so it makes sense to make sure we own it and it's going to last. So I've had to go back to them. They have said that there is an option to buy it. I like to be careful and cautious, so I've asked to make sure that that's in writing. So I'm just waiting on that. But we need to get it sorted because we've got to get everything done and in place to make sure we're at capacity. We've also got 3 new technicians starting in another week or two to maintain our growth plans and to make sure we can deliver for our customers. We need to make sure we've got all the kit, otherwise we've got the people and not enough kit to do it.
Bird salmon, 5th floor.
Bristol.
All done, 5th floor, go to summer. The floors are nice and clean, it's a little bit wet. The sinks, done all the cabinets underneath. Floor was obviously full, cleaned all of this. Into your ovens. Canopy. The floors, a little bit wet obviously. Pot wash area. Wiped all the fridges. All the fronts and top. Got water on tap. That's it. Again, we're front, one underneath, one top. Clean that fucker. Oh, bit of devil juice. Take for those. This area was really built up, so not really much we could do with floors, the fridges. Which is good.
Well, that was an interesting quote visit. Not quite what I was expecting. We went from a very modern office building, a very modern unit that's been specifically built for their needs, over to the most unusual office space I've seen in a while. Lovely space to be working in, absolutely, but it definitely brings up its challenges, and they've adapted that space for their needs. The trickiest part of that contract clean would be the ESD flooring.
ESD flooring systems are designed to protect electronics from damage caused by static electricity which accumulates from traffic, just in case you didn't know.
That brings up its challenges because it has to be spot on all the time. And how the cleaning is going can be measured regularly, because the effectiveness of the floor is measured through a conduction test, and if that's decreasing, you know the standard of the cleaning is not sufficient. And it's been decreasing for a period of time. They've had 1 5 litre of solution which has lasted them over 12 months. That's nowhere near enough. It was enough solution to last 2 months. The current contractors have made it last 12 months. So it would be an amazing one to get. I can't show you too much detail purely because it is such a specialist manufacturing site. They won't allow us to broadcast that everywhere, but it is going to be an interesting one. We've worked with those sites before. We have experience and expertise in those areas, and we've expressed that across to explain how we can do that. So yeah, let's see how we get on. I'll come back to you and let you know. You're gonna have to keep watching, so click the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and I'll let you know if we manage to close that deal and if we can show you more detail of exactly what they do. I've been absolutely fascinated by what they've shown me, including their mass vibration tester. Yeah, didn't know that was a thing.
So, bedroom carpet clean to do. Already seabowed all the rooms. Sprayed this room, brushed it through. Sprayed this room, brushed it through. As you can see, there's paint marks everywhere on this place. They're not, hopefully the customers aren't that fussed about it, because they understand. There's a couple of other marks I've seen all over the place. So this will be the next one to spray up and brush through. That mark there. Next one over here. Yeah, well, it all had to be sealed up because there was so much dust and rubbish. And the last room. Yeah, also mark there. Hopefully it's not too bad, it just needs freshening up, but there's just marks everywhere as well. But the customer understands that not all marks are going to come out. So back to it. Patch it on. These will come out. I don't know what it is. Everything's definitely clean. Just old carpets. And obviously the customers just brought the house as well. So yeah, that looks just more like something that's been burnt on it. So showing how it feels. Yeah. Customers recently brought the house, and obviously the last owners didn't exactly give it the best shape. So they just wanted it clean. Alright. Which is definitely clean, it's just not pretty, unfortunately. So yeah. All those big marks, they're definitely gone. Big marks, different story.
So I'm out this morning with Scott doing some more training on quoting. We did some training with Jordan a couple of weeks ago. Click the link above if you haven't seen that episode. It was both Jordan and Danny actually, where we went out and did some quote training, because it's just so important to us that we're providing the best value to our customers. So we have to quote them right, and we have to make sure that our timings are right, because essentially time is money. But we also need to make sure that we're converting a reasonable number of the quotes that we do as well.
So Ashley had an issue with his carpet wand yesterday, and the trigger is basically allowing the water through, so it's just pushing water through constantly, which is obviously not ideal. It's going to overwet carpets, so we need to get that fixed. He's Gloucester-based technician, and he wasn't due to be anywhere near the office, so we're going to get in and get that fixed. I'm local to where he is today, so as I'm out and about, I thought I'd take the part with me, we can get it fixed and we get it sorted. So we're going to do that now. But they've also got an issue with this job, which they've just asked me to have a look at, because the extractor system won't come on. And with an extractor system, you have to do airflow to basically prove that you've made a difference during the clean. So you measure the airflow before, then you measure the airflow afterwards, and you can prove if you've had an increase. So we're going to go and have a look at that now and see if we can get all the system turned on for them and working properly. So we've got those measurements. Let's go and have a look.
They're on water.
What's the alert for?
CO2 detected, blah blah blah.
Is that not gas?
I don't know. And we turn the gas on, which.
And no one here that knows how to work it.
Nope. And even then, it's a suspended ceiling, there's nowhere to stand up to even get to the fan.
Okay, so this is literally the same situation what we've just been talking about at that last quote visit. So when it comes to accessing the fan, is it driving you insane? When it comes to accessing the fan, you've got to try and do what you can do today, see what you can achieve. And the quote we've just been and done is exactly the same situation. You've got the suspended ceiling above it, and the ducting's about 4 or 5 feet up after that. So you need to just try and see if is there anything you can do today to access it. Yeah. If you can't do it today, then what could you do next time to access it and stuff like that. And then that just simply goes into your report. That's what you need to do, but you've got to look at. You don't necessarily need that. So, or you've got to be able to dismantle a section of this to get up there to do it. I mean, the other option is obviously with your longer ladders. Can you get a set of ladders up in to it, and is there anything to lean on? Because you can't lean it on the suspended ceiling because all that's going to buckle. So it's those sorts of things that you need to kind of look at. But then it's also a lot of this is going to be dependent on the condition. So when you have a look at the condition of your ducting, what's the rest of the system going to be like? I mean, I'd normally say
soft grease in the dust.
yeah, but it is higher than I thought it was going to be. The build-up was higher than I thought it was going to be, because I would have, being a community centre, I would have just gone, it's just going to be a bit of dust.
Yeah.
But actually, there's, from what I saw a minute ago, it's higher build-up than what I thought. So it's almost a case of, well, something needs to be done. Yeah. But
so the only
what
thing we
can we do at the moment?
Is,
so it's literally coming out of the jets, even though you let go of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah,
like
it's not
that
coming
pin.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spring's probably broke.
All right.
That's what normally happens, is the spring breaks and then it doesn't push the pin up.
There's only one way of telling I can go
But that is definitely working better.
Oh yeah, I can even feel the spin back on that.
So I would do it as 2 techs because of the stairs, the furniture and all of that. So I would go with a 2 tech job rather than sending one on it.
2 techs, 4 hours.
So this is where I kind of look at now. I'm kind of going, right, okay, so that would take that amount of time, that would take that amount of time. So that back room where we've just come out, I think that's about half an hour. I think you're looking about half an hour upstairs. Yeah. I think maybe 45 minutes in the 2 rooms, like the middle rooms. And then you've got the main rooms either side, haven't you? So that would great bit of training with Scott, and great to spend a bit of time with him. I obviously don't get to spend that much time with the technicians these days. I used to spend quite a lot of time with them doing the training and inductions and stuff like that. These days we're just growing in too many different ways. It's not my job anymore, but it is useful for me to do that and get to have a chat with them and some listening on different things as well. So really good to do that, and really good to hear him put himself in the customer's shoes when he's turning around and telling me that, when he's telling me that he wants to make sure that he's not
trying to do too much that the customer feels it's then going to be too expensive for them and they can't afford it, or they don't want to spend that amount of money. That is amazing. It's really good stuff that a lot of people don't think about when they're doing the quoting. So excellent start, and I'm excited to see Scott go out and do some more quotes. I'm heading back to the office now. I've got things to catch up on, lots of paperwork. It's going to be a much more boring day for me today. I'm then off tomorrow with the kids, or I'm working from home tomorrow because I've got the kids, although I might be dipping in and out of the office as well.
And were there any particular marks on the sofa you've highlighted, or just to freshen up?
It's just this one here is a bit grubby. We're taking everything with us, but we wanted to kind of like, yeah, just the kind of, it's just a little bit grubby. But that one isn't. That one seems okay.
So a bit last minute, but we managed to get the new carpet machine sorted, and Ashley and George managed to get done on reasonable time. So we're going to move some things around so they've got the new kit, or Ashley's got the new kit, because I know he's going to look after it. This is brand new, we want it looked after. So yeah, we're going to move that around, get it all sorted, so we're all ready and roll next week. Don't hit that camera.
I think the wheels.
Because you let it hit the floor every time you take it out of the van, because I just heard it do it. So don't do to this new one, because I said we'll give this new one to Ashley because he'll look after it. First time I let you hit the floor, I'll throw something at you.
Okay.
That's why they have this. That's why they have this on the back. So you put your foot on it and then you lower it down. Talking of carpet machine.
Oh, yeah. You're talking to me?
Yeah, talking to you.
Okay, so
I'm just following you.
yeah.
Do you think your back is in or could get in a place
I
or
would
not?
love to say yes, Lee.
I'm not. There's no pressure. I'm just asking a question.
Because I would love a carpet machine back.
Yeah.
And I've said that many times. And him,
He's upstairs.
not just you, to everyone.
Yeah.
But I've
Probably
got my main appointment in September.
Oh right. Okay.
So ideally.
Yeah. There's no rush anyway. The reason. Yeah. No, there's no rush. I'm asking more out of curiosity because obviously, if Ashley is moving out of, if he does decide to move out of Gloucester, I don't know what's going on, but if he does decide to move out of Cheltenham and Gloucester, no, I didn't think he probably did. But if he does, because we're thinking we'd probably take a carpet machine off of Jordan anyway, because he should be doing other things as well. So it makes more sense for him not to have it. But then if Ashley moves out, we've not got a carpet machine in Gloucester. So it makes sense if you have it, if you can.
To be honest,
But it's just if you can.
How much does that set me back?
This is a basic kit, so this isn't the full set because we're getting away with bits and pieces, and it costs £7 grand. Yeah, it's a lot of carpet cleaning.
Yeah, but you'll get that back here within what, 6 months?
You're forgetting everything else that's got to come out of each job.
Yeah, I don't really know how
So-
this works. So.
No, well,
Yeah.
let me put it this way to you, right? Let's say you've got £7 grand.
Yeah.
You haven't got to do £7 grand's worth of work. You've got to do £7 grand's worth of profit with that one machine.
Yeah.
Because what you've got to think is if you do, let's just say a day, right, and we'll do round numbers, 400 quid in a day.
Yeah.
So if you are, if you're bringing in 400 quid in one day, it doesn't work out as profit. So you've got to bring in 400 quid a day. You get paid whatever you get paid. So let's say 150 quid a day, right? Van, that's going to cost about 50 quid a day, at least.
Yeah.
Then you've got fuel,
Yeah.
argument's sake, call it 20 quid.
Yeah.
Chemicals, equipment, etc., etc., etc. People in the office, marketing, the office, the electric. All of that has to come out of every single little job you do every day. So per technician, per day,
Wow. Okay.
there's about 25 quid profit if we're lucky.
Really?
Yeah. And that's if you have a full day's work every single day of the week. What do you get a colleague for their first work anniversary? There you go.
Thank you.
One, obviously, each in there.
How much do I owe you?
Don't worry, it's fine. That's all good. It's all right.
Thank you.
And I got you them as well, just to make sure you know that it's your work anniversary. So
Thank you.
I don't know which one's which. I had to wait for them to be made because you're both awkward as well. Just saying.
I don't like how they do their makeup. I have to have my black for crispy.
No, no, they don't cook it for that long.
No, I know.
Are you going to eat it, are you?
You missed out because you weren't in.
That's fine.
It's my 1 year.
Yes, I know.
It's amazing how time flies, but it's always good to celebrate when people have invested a lot of time and energy with you and are on the journey within a business. And it's great to do that with Danny. For me, the rest of the day, I'm working from home today because I have the kids. I was hoping to have got up to a place where I could actually just have the day off, but I didn't quite manage to do that. So I'm going to work from home to have the kids and then hopefully finish a little bit early, but we'll see. It's Friday, 3 o'clock, normally the finish time. And that is it for this week. It has been an interesting week and we've still got some hurdles to get over, but please do come back next time. Click the subscribe button below, turn on that notification bell so you get the heads up when the next one's out, and we hope to see you next week behind the cleans.